I will now ask Private Renault to come forward to read a poem written by Corporal Soliton, a serving member of 3P.P.C.L.I. The poem is entitled Valour and Pride.
The other day, I was at the store, still in my uniform, just after 4. A young girl asked, "Are you in the army?" I could barely see her, so I got on one knee. "Why, yes, I am," said I'm with the pads. Seeing she was interested, I owed her a chat. After her mother nodded, she knew she was allowed. Who are the Patricias? Well, I'll tell you now. 100 years ago, Hammy made the call. Fight for your country. Come some, come one, and come all. And so we came to answer that man. We came from all the corners of this land. Men came from the bushes, shops, cities, and farms. Ranchers to prospectors, all taking up arms. 3,000 came out in 8 short days, all to be a Patricia, a proud Canadian display. We went to Europe in 1914, the first Canucks the World War had seen. From the fields of Flanders to the hills of Vimy, the next war in Holland and also Sicily. In battle we bled, we were maimed and scarred, but we fought with courage and we always fought hard. We fought until we could fight no more. Those were Patricias, right down to the core. Then on to Korea, a land in the east. Forged a kinship with diggers, just to say the least. There's years in the middle where keeping peace was key. Stopping folk from hurting each other, you see? Then into the sandbox where Salem is a greeting. The poppies grow, but for a different reason. Every place tested us, it was harder than hell. We fought like Patricias, but some of us fell. A tailor like Bellinger and a clerk like Fry. Those were the first to go, the first of us to die. The somber list continues to guys like Todd and Greff. They may have departed, but they never have left. We will remember them here, now, and forever. The bond we have can never be severed. They had traits in common, they had something the same. With us they were Patricias, it's not just a name. Our colors are not the Rickadam Dome, or can't, or couldn't, or certainly won't. We are soldiers that do, and we do that with pride, making it different with Mum's cipher over our eye. You can beat us down, but we'll stand up again. We will do it now, for we did it back then. We won't back from a challenge. That's not who we are. We are the Patricias, you can tell us from afar. Some call us unconventional, or they question our ways. Maybe it's our mismatched gear that gives us away. Seldom by the book, but we always have a plan. We will get the job done by any means we can. Maybe it is the pride we hold in our hearts, placed by honor and duty, right there from the start. There's no mistaking when you look upon us, we'll always be Patricias, and that you can trust. No more can be heard, the call from the horn. The uniform is still needed, and it must be worn. Some men and some women, some young and some old, still sign on the line to come into our fold. A century we've guarded our nation so dear. A century more will stand so never you fear. But that, little girl, what I hope I conveyed, who we, the Patricias, are still to this day. Thank you.